Hey Clashers, I like the mass Rocketloon strategy right now quite a bit, and it's not using the Warden. I have done, though, some adjustments to the army compared to the last video, where I'm using now the Overgrowth spell because I feel like it's quite flexible and gives you multiple different options during the attack itself. Since you guys seem to like the entire Legendary quite a bit, I will do exactly that today as well. So let's dive into the first out of 8 attacks and then see how far we can make it over the day. First base, first attack. And if you're wondering, I've as well tried, since a lot of people were suggesting that, with the Dark Crown on the Minion Prince. But I have to say, even when you're able to stack to the 30% somewhat quickly, it's only 30%, right? Like, if you compare that with any of the other abilities, I'm not sure if it's really that worth it. But let's get into the attack and see how we can approach this. I think I'm starting down here with the Royal Champion. Eventually, the big goal for this strategy is to get the Royal Champion towards the core. That is kind of like what you're trying to push your Royal Champion towards. And that's exactly what we're trying to accomplish here. Next invis right now. The next step is I will overgrowth this area to force my Royal Champion slowly but surely into that core. That is right now the plan, which hopefully is going to work because my Royal Champion should go towards that core next. Exactly. Ooh, make her invis. And we can use that ability as well. Nice, nice. Just keep her invisible now to make sure that we're getting this entire core out, because the one key thing for this strategy really is that you need to take down the core. Because remember, there's one big weakness for Rocketloons, and that is if they have to travel a long distance. And that is exactly what this core does, right? Like, you have to travel a long distance. I think we have already ruled out the furnace, right? So we can use the poison already. But that's a good start for us. Now let's get the king and queen here. We have taken down the core, and now we can just circle around the Rocketloons, which should hopefully give us a really nice attack. Ice Golem. Wall break did not go to plan, but that's still fine. It should open the compartment at the top side. The ice golems are coming in. We can now get started down here. Let's just do exactly that. We can add some Rocketloons everywhere. Slowly snipe everything. King is running in there. We can get the next wall break going. And always make sure that there is some Rocketloons in front of our poor little Warden, Minion Prince, sorry. So you can use the King ability as well. But this so far seems like it's not needed. Minion Prince ability to make sure that it's super tanky. You can use one more Rocketloon. We have the super minions at the top side. This looks so far pretty solid. Let's use the King ability. Getting the air defense on the back end. There's not much space left, right? Let's take down the next building right here. Perfect. Now a couple of tank Rocketloons. Let's use the Antiqueen ability. Let's get this over there. And this base is gone. Let's go. That's exactly how it's done. I love it. I love it so much. And especially the change with the Overgrowth spell makes this so much more universal. If you're paying it, like if you have paid attention, what I have taken out is the Icebox spell, which is nice. Like, don't get me wrong, it is solid. I have seen as well a couple of suggestions that I should bring in Lava Hound in front of the Minion Prince with the Icebox spell. But again, the Minion Prince on its own is already so tanky. Like, I don't really need that. And by the way, for a time fill, I should maybe deploy the cleanup and stop yapping here. That would be better. So that's really the main reason why I'm not opting into the Dark Crown. By the way, something you could go for, and I am amazed that I'm saying that because I'm typically not just one of the biggest Dark Crown hater, but as well one of the biggest Revive spell haters. I just think the spell is not really that good. But if you're opting for one of those, either way, then go with both. Which means if you're going for the Dark Crown, you should replace the Overgrowth with a Revive spell, because you're keeping the stacks of the Dark Crown, which makes it then somewhat useful, I guess. But again, Overgrowth is just so much better. But let's just dive into the next attack. We have 7 attacks to go. Let's keep going. Again, we want to get that Royal Champion to the core if possible, especially now since there's sweepers. That's then even more important. But again, just getting the Royal Champion to that core is such a crucial part for the strategy, because it just makes life so much easier moving forward with the Rocketloons. For us right now, how do we accomplish this? I think... And we could, again, use the Overgrowth spell to get there. That's, again, the nice thing. You can use the Overgrowth in many different ways. And using it with the opening. It's one way to do it. Let's use the overgrowth now right here. And we hopefully push our Royal Champion into that monolith section. Exactly that. Now the invis. We can use a baby dragon right behind so we don't have, hopefully, any time issues. And we're slowly making our way towards the core. And this so far really looks really promising. Nice. We still have the ability of the Royal Champ, so we're going to recover some hit points, the same as, well, getting some more nice attack speed out there. Where's she going? She's going down here. Should have used that ability a little bit later, but now she's moving quick, so we have to be careful. Actually getting frozen, which is not the worst, I guess, because... Well, where's she going next? There. Can we keep her alive? No, she's going down, but that's fine. We have gotten the value, I think. Let's now get in there here with the king. Wall break. How do we use? I will use the siege just right behind. But we have taken down the core. That's, as I always said, like already said, the most crucial part of this attack. Let's get the wall break in here. Wall break worked out beautifully. That's nice. Now let's get some Rocketloons in here. One more actually to push everything into that core. That's the next step for us to really make sure that our heroes are following the plan. And now we can get started on this top side with our 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. With our minion prince, as well as some cleanup behind. So make sure that time is hopefully not an issue. Just keep adding those balloons. Now the king ability to keep moving forward. This looks great. Now let's keep adding some more Rocketloons on the outside. Oh, we should maybe use the queen ability in just a second. We have the super minions now launching there as well. But especially on the back, and we have to take down those air targeting defenses. Queen has her ability still left, which is nice for us. Let's use a cleanup. Minion Prince has no ability. Let's use this. I really need to somehow take down those backside defenses which are targeting my air troops, but that looks still pretty solid, right? As always, I'm swagging those headhunters. That's just my special ability, I guess. Swagging headhunters, making them look useless. I should just, like, if you're playing this strategy, please use headhunters for heroes. That's the main purpose of them. But again, getting another 3-star in, even though I have messed up the core a little bit, but that's fine. Too much talking. But even with talking, we're getting the job done. It's 2 out of 8 attacks, 6 more attacks to do. 2 out of 2. Can we make it 8 out of 8 for the entire video? Okay, we have another base with another core I would like to take care of. On this specific base, an icebox would have been kind of nice because we could have used it on the Royal Champion and we could have get hooked into the core of the base. But I think we're going to find a way into the core anyways. Let's just, I mean, actually as well, we could just have the, no, I think I won't go for the core. I'll let the king get hooked into the core. I think that might be actually better. So let's give it a try. I will try to go for the town hall instead this time around. Because, as I said, this side, this side should get covered by the heroes quite well. So I want to have my Royal Champion then on the other side of this base. Let's use the invis right here. Solid timing so far. Let's use, I think we need 3 Rocketloons for that. Maybe just 2, I'm not 1% sure, but either way it should be fine. Now let's use the invis right here. We are going to use the ability now as well. So we're getting quicker through that town hall compartment. That's good. Now the next invis, and we're slowly making it to the other side of the core pretty much. The fox is dead, so we need to make sure... Oh, that was a... I saw that furnace, so we're using that right away. Next invis. That looks amazing. We might even get the race tower. That would be great. But at this point, if the Royal Champ goes down, that would be not the end of the world. Going for the multi-arch tower is actually even better for me, to be honest. Let's use this invis. Nice. Now, okay. Now we should get started with our heroes. I'm not sure if we can get towards the entire other side, but we will try anyways. This. Looking good. I'm not sure if the king is going to get hooked in there. Either way, it's going to be fine. So, we're having some cleanup minions over here. Clean up this. King ability. Some more cleanup. Oh, both black mines got triggered. That's amazing. The king got hooked in there. Actually, I will overgrowth this now. That should be really nice for us. And as I said, the overgrowth can be used in multiple different ways. It doesn't always need to be this, yeah, like how do you say, the pathing, direction thing for the charge in the beginning. Can be anything. It can be in any different way and how you can utilize the overgrowth. And taking care of a core like this, that's always a nice thing to do, right? Now we're going to have the Rocketloons sent in here, like this. Minion possibility, because, I mean, otherwise it's kind of swag anyways. Just dumping everything in here, which is going to be another great, huge overkill. And I mean, what am I supposed to say? The overgrowth is going to make this strategy so much better. I love it. I really love that adjustment which I did there, with the replacement of the earthquake and the ice block. They were nice, but more situational, I would say. And the overgrowth is just such a consistent support of this army, and quite flexible as well. But let's move forward. Let's get the next attack in. Let's keep moving. Another core I would like to take down. And again, with the overgrowth, we hopefully are able to push in there. As I said earlier, the Rocketloons are incredibly powerful if you can pick up defenses around the outside layers of a base. If you have to go to the core, that's where this army is going to start to struggle. This is what the Royal Champion Charge is for. How do we approach this now, though? I think we're just going to start in a corner. We're letting the Royal Champ decide whichever way she wants to go, and then we're just going to use the overgrowth to force into the core. Now, if you're wondering why did I start on this far right side, the main reason is because we have the hero hall down here, so that's a really easy building the Fox might get stuck on, and that's why I went in from this far right side, because if the Electro Aura can take down those buildings behind the Royal Champion, and then way easier to keep those troops alive. But for now, we're looking good. Next invis is right there. Can use the next... Okay, now the Fox should go down. We still have that ability, which is quite nice. Wait. Royal Champ, you're supposed to go into the core, not to the outside. Okay. Let's use this invisibility again. Overgrowth. Okay, can we still take down the core, the town hall? That would be amazing. With the active ability, we might be able to do so. Let's go! We are actually able to do so. Perfect. Now the poison onto the furnace. We're going to have the king and queen. This compartment should wake up anytime soon. And that's then at the time we're going to add the rest of the army in just 1 second. So far so good. Let's add this one. Let's add the ice golem. Let's add the wall break. We're adding and having now this bottom side push here. The minion prince. Some cleanup behind. Some more Rocketloons in here. King ability can be used right now. Perfect. This time I should use the headhunters maybe. That would be nice. Oh, we're not having that many Rocketloons left down here, but that's okay for now. That minion prince ability is going to be amazing for this flank. I think we might even hit the core. So we can use that in just a second. Let's use one more here. Queen, we still have her ability. We have a wall break as well. There goes the minion prince ability. We now need to make sure that we're actually making it to the core. But I think that should be possible, especially with the super minis. Let's just have... Oh, there are the red mines. No! Okay, we still make this. We still make this. Okay, queen ability is still there. Let's use the queen ability now. Okay. No. That was supposed to go to the core. Come on! As I said, if you don't get the core with this strategy, you might struggle. If nothing in the corners left, so let's just deploy everything in here. Wait, we can reach the core! Oh, that's no issue then. Let's go! That was way closer, but you can really see where this strategy can struggle. If you're not getting that core, it is a really painful thing. But the outside layers are so easy to pick up with the Rocketloons and the Minion Prince combination. And yeah, I mean, that attack was probably a perfect showcase of what works and does. I wouldn't say not work because we still got the 3-star, but it's way closer than if this Royal Champion Charge at the beginning is not getting that core compartment. 4 attacks are done, 4 more attacks to go. Which means next base, and again, we have a really stacked core. And especially when you have like a rage tower close by to a lot of splash, We have to take that out. I mean, there's no way around it. How do we get the Royal Champion into the core, though? One option is to start onto this mortar. Again, check out if there's any storages behind. The storage side is typically harder to approach this, but on this one, it doesn't really matter that much. So we're going to go on over here, have the Royal Champion diving into this compartment, and then hopefully get all the way to the core. If we have to adjust the pathing for her, we can easily do that with the overgrowth spell. But for now, we can just let her walk, get some more buildings out, and that's pretty much the entire thing, what I'm doing right now. And so far, it seems to work because she should go... I was about to say, she should go to the core. Well, let's see where she's going next now. She's going for this compartment right here, which is fine. Wait a second. Okay, this means the fox is gone, but that is okay, because this means we are in the core, right? Right? Now the ability. And she is going crazy down here. Perfect. Next invis, and we should take down the entire core, pushing her in even further with some nice sneaky invis spells. And the entire core should be gone in just a few seconds. Let's use the next invis to make sure that she's not skipping that multi-inferno tower, because that would be the tragedy. Let's use the next invis. We're pulling out the Hornets. Oh, wait a second. Where did she go? Okay, she's going down. But we have gotten the majority of core, like the biggest part of the core. Let's use the wall break. Siege barracks again. I've seen as well some people suggesting that I should use the flame finger. But if the client castle like this getting lured out, that's not going to be a great time then. That's not going to be a great time whatsoever. But hey, we can already get started first off with cleanup down here. And then the next part with the Minion Prince charge on the other side, right? So let's just get some cleanup going. Like this. When do we use the king? I will use the community right now, so that's perfect. The question right now is when and where do we even use that? I will probably use it maybe right... I will just use it right now, to be honest. So we can snipe the outside layers, like this part. And then we can get the inside things quickly right after, as soon as everything is waking up. And we can like kind of circle the entire base. I think that's quite nice. We can use the Queen ability as well. We have still one more invest to go for. This base should be pretty much done. We can... Maybe I should have tried to snipe the Minion Prince already, but by now I'm waiting for the wake up any second now. We're just putting everything on the top side. And this base should be gone. Let's go. Nice. Nice for us. Getting the next 3-star in. Again, Headhunters like always swag, because that's what I appreciate the most. Oh god. I should just remove the Headhunters. You should not, by the way. You should use them properly, but that would be boring, right? If we would use them actually how they're supposed to be used. But another 3-star in the books, another 3-star in, and this means 5 out of 5. 3 more to go. Okay, I mean, this base is like the definition of an annoying core, okay? I'm a little bit afraid here, I will be honest. I'm a little bit afraid here. How do we get this? Oh my gosh. We need to get to the core somehow. I'm pretty much expecting a bait on this side, so I will go from the other. But again, we have so many storages, which is then really easy for the fox to be stuck on. So maybe I'm just going in here from the flank. That's why I'm going from in here, okay? Like, it does not have any specific other reason, like value-wise or anything. It's just to make sure that the fox is hopefully staying closer to that royal champion. So we're not taking unnecessary shots on that fox early on. That's kind of the reason why I'm going in from over here. But for now, she's just going a little bit back and forth. Let's see where she's going next. She's going for this cannon, which is fine. Not really good with the timings right now, but it's okay for now. I was hoping for her to just go towards the core quickly. Come on, go to the core, buddy. We need that invest tower to be triggered. That is going to be really, really painful. I guess I would just use the ability. We still have the overgrowth where we could force her into the core. But I think right now we can't really do that, which is fine for now. No, that's not too much damage, right? We might get that. Oh, yep. Nice, we got it. Perfect. Now let's use the... We got the... Okay, now we need to be quick. Now we need to be really, really quick. Actually, we can use the lock launcher. I will use the lock launcher for this one. Let's go with the ice golem, so that thing is going to get hooked. And now we're starting from down here. Obviously the poison. King ability. Okay, core should go down, hopefully. Headhunter. So far, so good. Maybe. One headhunter over here as well. Okay. Baby dragon cleanup. Okay, yes. The core is about to go down. That's amazing. Let's overgrowth this topside queen ability. Minion prince ability as well for the core. That's really nice. But we need to make sure that this defending queen down here is going down. We can snipe those non-air targeting buildings quickly. So we have that going for us. The Archqueen unfortunately did not go to the core. Really, if those cores are not going down, we are going to have a rough time. That's really the big issue here. I will invest. We're going to have it out. Wait, do we have another? We have wall breaks. Okay. Come on, turn this invisible. Yes, we got the... Okay, okay. There's still hope. There's still hope. Okay. Let's get this done. Come on, come on. This is annoying Archer Queen. Queen, stop it. Nah, this queen is going to deny us 3-star. Are you kidding me? No, no. I hate those core bases. Like, those core bases are really the annoying part about this strategy. It's going to be a 99. Oh, no. That one Archer Queen did not really do us a favor. Unfortunately, that's so rough. I mean, the headhunters over there would have not got us anything because there was the ground expo, right? But that was unfortunate. I was hoping that we could get the core easier. I was hoping for the king to like create a pathing, a funneling with the earthquake and spiky ball combination. But this one, for sure, let's now make sure that the remaining attacks are hopefully 3 stars. By the way, if you're wondering why I did not use the invis or the overgrowth to kind of like force my royal champion into the core in the beginning, it's kind of tricky. Like, she might run all over the place if she's not going into the core naturally, just like on her own, kind of triggering the invis. And then I wanted to use the overgrowth to redirect her into the core a second time, but she never made it there, so that was the big issue. But let's move on. Next attack, we're getting that done right here. And again, we're going on the side where there's hopefully not that many buildings where the fox could get stuck on. That's like the approach here. And so far, I think we're running pretty good with this. Next invis. Let's see where she's going next. Again, I would like to take down the core. That would be amazing. But if not, that's not the end. Okay, then not the end of the world. It should be better with my invis timings here, by the way. Okay, let's just use it again. Okay, now. This right now should be invis duration, so we can get that. Now the next invis spell. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Okay, is she going to go down? No, she's not down just yet. Do we get like 1 or 2 more buildings out here? I'm a little bit scared of the point. No, wait, she's going to go down. But that's fine for now. We can use King Queen on the outside. We use Beijing to funnel. We use the siege barracks. Sorry, the barracks this time around. With the over here. I won't use it just yet because of the crushing mortar being really annoying. So we have to be careful that the value, the splash value, is not too big. Now we can use the wall break. Perfect. Now I'm going to use the funneling up here. Just like that. Perfect, perfect. Headhunter. Looking good for now. Should I use the king ability? Maybe not just yet. Inner Prince. Catching everything on the back end. That's amazing for us. Some cleanup already. Poison. Now maybe the overgrowth right here. So we're having the Minion Prince safe in the core. We can use the Queen ability. We can meanwhile now snipe the outside defenses around that area. Perfect. I think, again, we're going to rely on the Giant taking down this compartment. It has worked quite nicely in the last attack. Some cleanup again here. Yep. Giant doing the work which is necessary. Let's use that invis so we can take down another building. Again, we have the Archqueen on the back end. This is what I'm scared about. Are we... It's again the Arch... No, which... The Royal Champion this time around, which is going to deny us. Did I not use the poison onto the furnace? That furnace has dealt so much damage. And I'm not sure. I don't think that we can overpower this back. And again, with the Headhunter. The ground expos. No, what is happening? It was such a good beginning and now I'm throwing. Am I? It's actually so close again. Are you kidding me? Were there many black mans for the minion prince? I did not. We could have blocked it with the with an earlier ability with the metal pants. I did not. That's rough. That was such a good opening with the first couple of attacks, and now I'm struggling. What is happening? So let's just recap this quickly. So the Royal Champion charge overall did go well. I was thinking about using the overgrowth to get her to the core, but again, there was not too much value in the core, right? So I wasn't really afraid of that. But again, not a good opening whatsoever, I would say. Like this Rage Tower part down here, I think I maybe should have flipped things around. So instead have the Minion Prince go for this part, and then have the Archer Queen and the King go for this side. I think that would have been a way better approach here. But hey, we're doing mistakes. I'm learning. One more attack to do. This is crazy. So many core bases. This time around, though, we have to get that Royal Champion to the core. And then I think we're good to go. What is the best pathing for our Royal Champ to get towards that core, though? How do we get there? And how do we make it that she's getting stuck in there? So, yeah, well, that she's getting all the value needed. I would say we're starting down here and make it into the core. Let's see if that's going to work out as intended. Let's see. I feel like on the other side as well, we might be able to get that core as well if we're this time around smarter about the choice where we're actually going to start with the King and Queen compared to the Minion Prince. I think that was the last attack, a really poor choice from me. But this so far is looking promising as an opening. Let's take down this. Royal Champion is getting locked on. That's fine for now. Turn this invisible. Oh, now she's on the... Are you kidding me? What are you doing, Royal Champion? Okay. Oh, back to this. Now we're inside a tornado trap. I think I will use the overgrowth right here. So we're getting into the core. Really? She's getting stuck on everything. No? That freeze would have been such a nice timing. Or could have been such a nice timing. Now like this. Okay. Next invis. If I get the Rage Tower, that would be insane. But for that, the last invis would have needed to be better. Or okay, that's fine as well. How did... Wait, what? How did she skip that Rage Tower? What? Okay, I'm confused. I'm really confused. What just happened? But it's fine. In that wall break in here. Can use a wizard. And now again, we're trying to force everything slowly into that core here. Even though the image tower is reloading, but nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Really not the best thing, but let's get that done anyways, right? How do we... Can I get the spiky ball now in the core? Perfect, that has worked. Amazing. Okay, now we need to make sure that we're actually forcing the Minion Prince into the core. But I would say it's not looking too bad for... Okay, there's maybe too much damage, especially with the Rage Tower. But if time is fine, I think we're fine as well. If time is fine, we are looking still golden. Yep, Archqueen now going to the core. We can use that ability. Choose the Headhunters. Need to make sure that the Queens are getting to the core. Some more damage there. The Giant is going to make it. No. We're not going to time fail again. Not again, guys. Not today. We got the core base. Let's go. Or do we? No! Are you kidding me? That is... Nah. Oh my god. That was a timer, really? I mean, this time around we did do better with, like, picking the side. But I did talk too much. Unfortunate, turn 93. It did start so good. I mean, yesterday I did go perfect with the strategy. So this is now even more sad that I'm having 3 stupid, like 299. Are you kidding me? and like 299 time felts, and then the one where it did mess up. Like I should have switched king, queen, and minion prince section, but I mean, I would say for me personally, doing this now over multiple days, the overgrowth is in fact an improvement in my opinion. I did try as well some of the attacks with the revive spell, for example. I did use the revive spell and then use the dark crown. Not the biggest fan, to be honest. It works. It's okay versus some bases, but not the greatest overall, I would say. But yeah, I mean, you can give it a try either way. For me, the overgrowth works quite nice. The type of base where you're going to struggle the most is going to be Invis core bases. Maybe you want to use the giant arrow, but then again, you have more power issues versus other bases, I assume. So it's really kind of up to you. But either way, you're for sure feeling that the Warden is not within this army. When it comes down to strategies without the Warden, I would say this is one of the strongest options, especially now during the time where you can upgrade the Warden quite easily because of the Summer Gem. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.